murdered.
Oh, alas, what? In our house? Too cruel anyway. I pray you, say it is not so.
Had I died an hour before this chance, I had lived to burst in time. What is amiss?
Your royal father's murdered.
By whom?
Those of his chambers, as it seemed, had done it. Their hands and faces were all badged with blood. So were their daggers, which, unwiped, we found upon their pillows. They stared and were confused. No man's life is to be trusted with them.
Oh, yet I do repent me of my fury and plan to kill them.
Wherefore did you so?
Help me! Hence! Oh!
Look to the lady.
Why do I hold my tongue that most may claim his argument for mine?
Look to the lady. Let us meet and question this most bloody deed to know it further. Fears and scruples shake us. In the great hand of God I stand, and thence, against the undivulged pretense, I fight with treasonous malice.
And so do I. So all.
Let's meet the hall together.
Well contented.
Let me away. My tears are not yet brewed. What will I do? I'll not consort with them. To show an unfelt sorrow is an office the false man does easy. I'll to England. There's daggers in men's smiles. The near in blood, the nearer bloody.
How goes the world, sir, now? It's known who did this more than bloody deed.
Those that Macbeth hath slain.
Alas, the day. What good could they pretend?
They were suborned. Malcolm, the king's daughter, is stolen away and fled, which puts upon her suspicion of the deed.
Against nature still. Then 'tis most like the sovereignty will fall upon Macbeth.
She is already named, and gone to Scotland, to be invested.
Will you to Scotland?
No, cousin, I'll to Fife.
Well, I will thither.
Well, see you things well done then. Adieu. Lest our old robes sit easier than our new.
Thou hast it now. King, Cawdor, Longs. All as the weird women promised. And I fear thou playedst most foully for it. Yet it was said it should not stand in my posterity, but that myself should be the root and father of many kings. If there come truth from them, as upon thee, Macbeth, their speeches shine, why, by the verities on thee made good, may they not be mine oracles as well, and set me up in hope? But hush, no more.
Here's our chief guest. If he hath been forgotten, it had been as a gap in our great feast, and all thing unbecoming. Tonight we hold a solemn supper, sir, and will request your presence.
Let your highness command upon me.
Ride you this afternoon?
Aye, my good lord.
We'd else desired your good advice on this day's council, but we'll take tomorrow. As far you ride?
As far my lord as will have the time twixt this and supper.
Fail not our feast.
My lord, I will not. We hear our bloody cousin is bestowed in England, not confessing her cruel parricide. But of that tomorrow. Hie you to horse, adieu till you return again at night. Goes Fleance with you? Aye, my lord. Our time does call upon us. I wish your horses swift and sure of foot. Farewell. Our fears in Banquo stick deep, and in his royalty of nature reigns that which would be feared. 'Tis much he dares, and he hath a wisdom that doth guide his valor to act in safety. There is none but he whose being I do fear, and under him my genius is rebuked. He chid the sisters when first they put the name of king upon me, and bade them speak to him. Then prophet-like they hailed him father to a line of kings. Upon my head they placed a fruitless crown, no son of mine succeeding. If it be so, for Banquo's issue have I filed my mind. For them, the gracious Duncan, have I murdered to make them kings, the seat of Banquo kings. Rather than so, come faint into the list, and champion me to the utterance. Who's there? Was it not yesterday we spoke together?
It was, so please your highness.
Both of you know Banquo was your enemy.
True, my lord.
So is he mine. And though I could with barefaced power sweep him from my sight, yet I must not, for certain friends that are both his and mine, whose loves I may not drop. And thence it is that I to your assistance to make love.
We shall, my lord, perform what you command us.
Your spirit shine through you. And yet, to leave no rubs nor blotches in the work, Fleance's son that keeps him company must embrace the fate of that dark hour. Resolve yourselves apart, I'll come to you anon.
We are resolved, my lord.
Abide within. It is concluded. Banquo, thy soul's flight, if it find heaven, must find it out tonight.
Is Banquo gone from court?
Aye, madam, but returns again tonight.
Say to the king that I would attend her leisure for a few words.
Madam, I will.
How now, my lord? Why do you keep alone, using those thoughts which should indeed have died with them they think on? Things without all remedy must be without regard. What's done is done.
We have but scorched the snake, not killed it. We will eat our meal in fear and sleep in the affliction of these terrible dreams that shake us nightly. Better be with the dead who we to gain our peace of centipedes than to live on the treacherous mind to lie in restless ecstasy.
Come on, gently, my lord. Slickle your rugged looks. Be bright and jovial among your guests tonight.
So shall I, love, and so I pray to you. We must lave our honors in these flattering streams and make our faces visitors to our hearts, disguising what they are.
You must leave this.
Oh, full of scorpions is my mind, your wife. Thou knowest that Banquo and his Fleance lives.
But in them nature's copy is not a turn.
There's comfort. Then be thou jocund. Tonight, ere the battle flown his cloistered flight, there shall be done indeed a dreadful mood.
What's to be done?
The innocent of the knowledge shall have a deed. Come, sealing that, and with thy bloody and invisible hand, cancel and tear to pieces that great bond which keeps me pale. No more say my words, yet hold thee still. These bad become make strong themselves by ill. So go with me. Give us a light here, help. It will be rain tonight.
Let it come down!
Oh, treachery! Ah! Fly, good Fleance, fly! Thou mayst revenge!
Strike out the light! This is not the way. There's but one down. The sun is flagged. We have lost the best half of our fair. Well, let's away and say how much is done.
in their hearts thanks. Both sides are even, here I'll sit to the midst. Be large in mirth, anon we'll drink a measure the table round. There's blood upon his face.
His ankle stained.
Is he dispatched?
My lord, his throat was cut. That I gave for him.
Oh, it's the best of the cutthroats. Yet he's good that to delight with Cleon's.
Most royal, sir, Leonce's fate.
Here comes my fit again. I had all been perfect, but now I am cabin, cribbed, confined into doubts and fears. But the Banquo safe.
Yes, my lord.
Thanks for that. Get me gone.
My royal lord, did you not give the cheer?
Sweet remembrance, sir.
May it please your highness, sit.
The table's full.
Here is a place reserved, sir.
Where?
Here, my good lord. What is that moves your highness?
Which of you have done this?
What?
Oh, my good lord.
Thou canst never say I did. Never shake thy gory locks at me.
Gentlemen, rise. Her highness is not well.
Sit, worthy friends. I pray you sit. My lord is often thus, and hath been from her youth. The fit is momentary. Upon a thought she will again be well. Feed, and regard her not. Oh, proper stuff. This is the very painting of your fear. This is the air-drawn dagger which you said led you to Duncan. Shame itself. Why do you make such faces? When all's done, look but on the stool.
Prithee, see here. If thou canst not, then what sayest thou? If thou canst not, then speak to.
What? Quite unmanned folly? Fie, for shame!
Blood hath been shed ere now, in the olden time, ere humane statute purged the gentle wheel. And since 2 murders have been performed, too terrible for the ear, the time has been when the brains were out the men who died in her hand. And now they rise again.
My worthy lord, your noble friends do lack you.
Do not use it me, my most worthy friends. I have a strange infirmity which is nothing to those that know me. Good health and joy to all. And then I'll sit. Give me some wine for full. I drink to the general joy of the whole table, and to our dear friend Banquo, whom we miss. Would that he were here. To him all we thirst, and all to all.
Our duties and the pledge.
Avaunt, quit my sight! But the earth high, my bones are marrowless, my blood is cold. There was no speculation in those eyes which thou dost glare with.
Think of this, good peers, but as a thing of custom. 'Tis no other, only it spoils the pleasure of the time.
Man dare, I dare. To dare me to the desert life, take any short shape but that of my firm nerves from every tremble, or be alive again, and dare me to the desert with thy sword.
You have displaced the mirth, broke the merry meeting with most admired disorder.
Hence, horrible shadow, on no mockery, hence! I so gone.
You have displaced the mirth, and broke the merry meeting with most admired disorder.
You make me strange even to the office that I owe. But I think that you can look on such sights and keep the natural ruby of your cheeks when mine are blanched with fear.
What sights, my lord?
I pray you, speak not. She grows worse and worse. The question enrages her. At once, good night. Stand not on the order of her going, but go at once.
Good night, and may better help attend your majesty.
A kind good night to all.
She will have blood, they say. Blood will have blood. Trees have been known, stones have been known to move and trees to speak. Augurs and uninterested relations have by maggot pipes and troughs and rush for the secret span of blood. How stands the night?
Almost at odds with the morning, which is which.
How sayest thou that Macbeth denies his person our great bidding?
Did you send against them?
I perish now, I will send. I will tomorrow, betimes I will to the weird sisters. More shall they speak. For now I am bent by worst to know by worst means the worst.
You lack the season of all natures. Sleep.
Will to sleep. My strange and self-abuse is the initiated fear that wants its hard use. You're yet but young indeed.
Things have been strange and more. The gracious Duncan was pleased with Macbeth. Mary, he was dead, and the right valiant Banquo walked too late. Whom, you may say, please you, for Fleance killed, for Fleance fled. Then is now walked too late. Who can now what the thought, how monstrous it was for Malcolm to kill her gracious father? Damned fact! But peace, how it did grieve Macbeth. From broad words, because he failed his presence at the tyrant's feast, I hear, Macduff lives in disgrace. Sir, can you tell me where he bestows himself?
The child of Duncan, from whom this tyrant holds the due of birth, lives in the English court. Thither Macduff is gone, and this report hath so exasperated the king that she prepares for some attempt of war.
Sent she to Macduff?
She did.
I'll send my prayers with him.
Thrice the bride calf hath mewed, thrice and once the hedge pig wide.
Off your cries, 'tis time, 'tis time.
Round about the cauldron go, in the poisoned entrails throw, salt or venom sleeping got, boil thou first with thy chunk pot. Double, double, toil and trouble, fire burn and cauldron bubble. Fillet of a fatty snake in the cauldron boil and bake. Eye of newt and toe of frog, wool of bat and tongue of dog, adder's fork and blind worm sting, lizard's leg and howlet swing. For a charm of powerful trouble, like a hell broth boil and bubble. Double, double, toil and trouble, fire burn and cauldron bubble. Scale of dragon, tooth of wolf, witch's mummy, maw and gulf. Of the rabbit, salt sea shark, root of hemlock digged in the dark. For add thereto a tiger's children, for the ingredients of our cauldron. Double, double, toil and trouble, fire burn and cauldron bubble. Cool it with the baboon's blood, then the charm is firm and good. By the pricking of my thumbs, something wicked this way comes.
How now, you secret and midnight hags? What is to do?
A deed without a name.
I command you by that which you profess, howe'er you come to know it, answer me what I ask of you.
Speak, demand.
Will answer.
Come higher, low thyself in office deftly show.
Tell me thou unknown power.
He knows thy thought. Hear his speech, but say thou not.
Macbeth, 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 beware Macduff, beware the Thane of Fife, dismiss me enough.
But one word more. He will not be commanded. Here's another, more potent than the first.
Macbeth, Macbeth, Macbeth!
My 3 ears, I hear thee.
Be bloody gold and resolute, laugh to scorn the power of man, for none of woman born shall harm Macbeth.
And live, Macduff, what need I fear of thee? But yet shall make sure and double sure and take bond of fate, thou shalt not live. What is this? That rises like the issue of a king and wears upon his baby brow the round and top of sovereignty.
Listen, but speak not to it.
Be lion metal, proud, and take no care who chafes, who frets, or who conspires are. For Macbeth shall never vanquished be until great Burnham Wood to high Dunsinane Hill shall come against her.
That will never be. Who can impress the forest, bid the tree unfix his earth-bound root? Sweet Bodman's good. But yet my heart throbs to know one more thing. Shall Banquo's issue ever reign in this kingdom?
Seek to know no more.
I will be satisfied. Deny me this, and an eternal curse fall on you.
Show, show,
Show.
show her eyes and grieve her heart. Come like shadows, so depart.
Thou art too like the spirit of Banquo. Like crowders steer my eyeballs. Down! Filthy hags, why do you show me this? Can such things be so?
Aye, sir, all this is so. But why stands Macbeth thus amazingly? Come, sisters, cheer me up for sprites and show the best of our delight.
I'll charm the air to give a sound while we perform our antigram.
That the spring king may kindly say, our duties did her welcome pay.
Where are they? Gone? Come
weird sisters?
No, my lord.
Can they not eye you?
No, indeed, my lord.
Accursed be the air whereon they ride, and damned all those that trust them! I just hear the galloping of horse who wants to get by.
'Tis 2 or 3, my lord, that bring you word. Macduff has fled to England.
Fled to England?
Aye, my good lord.
Time now anticipates my dread exploits. From here forth, the very first things of my heart shall be the first things of my hand. And even now to crown my thoughts with acts be thought and done. The castle of Macduff I will surprise, seize upon the fight, give to the edge of the sword his wife, his babes, and all unfortunate souls that trace him in his line. But enough sights. Where are these gentlemen? Come, bring me where they are.
What had he done to make him fly the land?
You must have patience, madam.
He had none. His flight was madness. When our actions do not, our fears do make us traitors.
You know not whether it was his wisdom or his fear.
Wisdom. To leave his wife, to leave his babes, his mansion and his titles in a place from whence himself does fly. He loves us not. All is the fear and nothing is the love. As little is the wisdom where the flight runs against all reason.
I pray you, dearest coz, school yourself. But for your husband, he is noble, wise, judicious, and best knows the fits of the season. I dare not speak much further, but cruel are the times when we are traitors and do not know ourselves, when we hold rumor from what we fear, yet know not what we fear, but float upon a wild and violent sea each way and move. I take my leave of you, my pretty cousin, blessing upon you. I am so much a fool, should I stay longer, it would be my disgrace and your discomfort. I take my leave at once.
Fathered she is, and yet she's fatherless. Sirrah, your father's dead, and what will you do now? How will you live? As birds do, mother. What, with worms and flies? With what I get, I mean, and so do they. Thou speakest with all thy wisdom, and getteth faith with wit enough for thee. Was my father a traitor, mother? Aye, that he was. What is a traitor? Why, one that swears and lies. And be all traitors that do so? Everyone that does so is a traitor and must be hanged. Who must hang them? Why, the honest men. Then the liars and the swearers are fools. For there are liars and swearers enough to beat the honest man and hang up them. Poor prattler, how thou talkst.
Bless you, fair dame. I doubt some danger does approach you nearly. Be not found here. Hence with your little ones. Heaven preserve you. I do not fight no longer.
Whither should I fly? I have done no harm.
Where is your husband?
I hope in no place so unsanctified for such as thou mayst find him.
He's a traitor.
Thou liest!
What, you egg?
Ah! He has killed me, mother! Run away, I pray you.
Let us seek out some desolate shade, and there weep our sad bosoms empty.
Let us rather hold fast to the mortal sword, and like good men, bestride our downfall and birth them.
What I believe I'll wail, what no believe. This tyrant whose sole name blisters our tongues was once thought honest. You have loved her well. She has not touched you yet. I am young, but something you might deserve of her through me. In wisdom to offer up a weak, poor, innocent lamb to appease an angry God.
I am not treacherous.
But Macbeth is. I shall crave your pardon. That which you are, my thoughts cannot transpose. Angels are bright still, though the brightest fell. Of all things foul must wear the brow of grace, yet grace must still look so.
I've lost all my hopes.
Perchance even there where I did have my doubts. Why in that rawness left you wife and child? Those precious motives, those strong knots of love, without leave-taking. I pray you, let not my jealousies be your dishonors, but mine own safeties. It may be rightfully just whatever I should think.
Bleed, poor country. Fare thee well, lady. I would not be the villain thou thinkest for all the space that's in the tyrant's grasp.
Be not offended. I speak not in absolute fear of you. I think our country sinks beneath the yoke. It weeps, it bleeds, and each new day a gash is added to her wounds. When I shall tread upon the tyrant's head or wear on my sword, yet my poor country will have more vices than it had before, more sorrow and more sundry ways than ever, by her who shall succeed.
O nation miserable, thy royal father was a most sainted king. Oh, my breast, thy hope ends here.
Macbeth, this noble passion, child of integrity, has reconciled my thoughts to thy good truth and honor. Devilish Macbeth by many of these strains has sought to win me to her power, and modest wisdom plucks me from over-credulous haste. But God above, deal between thee and me. For even now I put myself to thy direction. What I am truly is thine and my poor country to command. Now we'll together, and the chance of goodness be like our warranted quarrel. Why are you silent?
Such welcome and unwelcome things at once. 'Tis hard to reconcile. See, who comes here?
My countrymen.
Ever gentle cousin, welcome hither. Stand Scotland, where did?
Alas, poor country, almost afraid to know itself. It cannot be called our mother, but our grave, where nothing, but who knows nothing, as once seemed to smile. The dead man's needle scarce asks for who, and good men's lives expire before the flowers in their caps, dying or ere they sicken.
What's the newest grief?
Out of an hour's age doth hiss the speaker, each minute teems a new one.
How goes my wife?
Why, well,
And all my children?
well too.
The tyrant has not battered at their peace?
No, they were well at peace when I did leave them.
How goest?
When I came hither to transport the tidings, which I have so heavily borne, there ran a rumor of many worthy fellows that were out. Now is a time of help. Your iron Scotland would create soldiers, make our women fight to doff their dire distresses.
Be it their comfort. We are coming thither.
Would I could answer the comfort with the like. But I have words that would be howled in the desert air where hearing should not latch them.
Well, what concern then? Be it the general cause, or is it fee grief born of a single breast?
No mind that's honest. But in it pertains to woe, though the main part pertains to you alone.
If it be mine, do not keep it from me. Quickly, let me have it.
Let not your ears despise my tongue forever, but shall possess them with